What sets you apart from your competitors? What makes you different? This is what we're talking about in this episode. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. I'm NATA, host of the NATA PR School podcast. You're a successful entrepreneur or marketing manager, and you're about to launch a new product or service, or you've been selling your goods for quite some time, but you want to learn how to increase your visibility, get known, and reach more clients? At NATA PR, we deal with real clients every day, and we'll teach you simple, fun, and honest PR solutions. You'll learn easy steps to combine PR to social media right now. Keep listening, and let's get started. Bonjour, hello, and welcome to the 170th episode of the NATA PR School podcast. My dear PR friends, amis RP, amis PR, like me, if you own your own business and you have a lot of competitors in your industry, can you tell me in just one single short sentence what sets you apart from the competition in your industry? What sets you apart? Well, maybe you're in the midst of the Black Friday, like so many of our clients right now, and you don't have the brain space, to think about that. But this is so crucial. I don't know if it's something that's really important for you. Black Friday, I find now, is all over the world, not just in the United States. It was linked to their Thanksgiving, and now everybody's doing it. I was talking to some Australians earlier this week, and them too. Now they are in the midst and, in the spiral of the Black Friday. That's another subject. I think I'm going to do an episode on what I'm thinking about the Black Friday. I'd like to hear you on that subject as well. So what makes you different? In what ways are you different? This is something that we don't take lightly at NATA PR because every year this is really a discussion that I have with my team. What sets apart from other PR agencies offering what seems to be similar products on their websites? On paper, as we used to say, if you look at them and you look at what we propose, it looks very similar. If you talk to them, you talk to us. And I can understand, it's really difficult for a brand to pick and choose a PR agency. So every year, the answer to these crucial questions, what sets apart, is different and evolves. It's not the same answer every year. So I wanted to start sharing my thoughts and my reflection with you guys through this podcast. And I'll probably do another one following this one later on, just to tell you what we have decided to put forward, what is going to be the emphasis for the coming months. I remember a few years ago, I decided to work. I hired Chris Bergeron. I say hi to Chris, an advertising visionary, really, who has become really an incredible professional. So you can find him. Well, first of all, you can read her books. She's an author. She writes books. She's written 4 books so far. And she's now Vice President Strategy, Inclusive Creativity at Cossette, which is a huge international ad agency. So it was with her that I created and developed this famous NATA PR model, those famous 6 steps for a successful campaign, PR campaign or social media campaign that you can download for free at the bottom of this episode if you haven't done it yet. And so the answer that year to the famous questions, what sets us apart from other PR agencies, was our method, our structure. We have a very special way of working at NATA PR that is very different from many PR agencies. But, we needed to be able to show it, explain it better, make it obvious. And this is when we come up to this plan. So we also created other tools with Chris that I'm still using in most of our offers. When I send proposal and offers to clients, it's always there. Interesting, right? So this question is probably the most important one to ask yourself. What sets you apart? So today, the definitive answer to what sets us apart has not been completely identified. But what's very interesting is through, it's something universal all over the world, right? We all went through some profound changes since the pandemic, of course. And my initial answers to what sets us apart is really back to the basics. I'm going back to the basics. So this is where I am now. What sets us apart? We are a bilingual agency, even like multi-language company now. So French, English, and more Spanish. But since we are Francophone, that gives us something very unique and different. And it gives us this warmth, human warmth, that I know that journalists, influencers love so much from us, that Anglophone agencies lack. It's really different. It's not the same. So we work with pleasure. We like to have fun. We're very similar to our friends, Hispanophones, because we love to laugh, have fun, work in pleasure, like pleasure is part of our daily lives. It's not just serious work. And we're super attentive. We really care for real. We want to know what's happening with the people we work with and with the influencers and journalists. We are for outstanding, quick service. This is something rare today, but that we still do. And our expertise is unique. So as you see, I have many ideas. It's not one sentence, so I still have a lot of work to do. But new agencies do not offer what we have, which is the highly unparalleled strategic support that we have due to the 30 years of experience of our founder. Yes, me, your humble servant. And even though I have more than 30 years of experience, to me that seems crazy. I'm always in the mindset of a beginner because I have so much to learn and I'm so crazy curious. But I possess what I possess what I call data, useful statistics that are often prove accurate, that are often right. So this is why I hate to say that I have extensive experience, because it's very pretentious to me. But it's certain that I have accumulated years of knowledge that are extremely useful, very rich, and that I can share and that I use with my clients and my staff. And this is something we do. We train every members of our team. We support young talents. And above all, we help them grow within our company. This is something that just makes me so happy. We really have created something different, and that I pay a lot of attention to, and I train my staff, so I share my knowledge with them. And we were able to create something where we accompany them, we teach them, and they really see how they can grow and learn, and they stay with us. I'm really happy with this. Like, our employees stay with us now, which is amazing. Love it so much. So, yes, training is so important. So that's where I am now in my initial reflections. So back to basics, these 30 years of experience, this knowledge that we have. And so the second wave of reflection will come with our teams from different offices in LA, Miami, Toronto, and of course Montreal. So I'm really excited to speak to my staff and see what they have in mind and see what they think. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I invite you to do the same thing with your team and find out what really makes you different and sets you apart. And the fact that we have all these different markets, different cultures is so rich. I love it so much. So stay tuned for more, because of course I'm going to record another episode I hope shortly, in a few weeks for sure. So we'll talk about our distinction in a future episode for sure. And you, what sets you apart? I'd love to hear you on that point. So please share it with me. You know where to find me, nata@natapr.com. And more than anything, of course, I hope you'll be joining me next week. À la semaine prochaine. Hey, you want to learn more about how to implement PR strategies? Head on to natapr.com and get on our list. You will also receive the NATA PR model on how to create a successful PR campaign. If you want to become a client, just send us an email to nata@natapr.com. Talk to you next week. À la semaine prochaine.